Hey, Asia, quick question for you. Coach Lambert said you guys didn't rebound the ball well, but you all rebounded the Mystics by 12. Did you guys feel that was a advantage for you guys on the inside with you and with Liz?
I mean, yeah, I think we're a pretty big team across the board. So, we really had to just come up with the 50-50 balls. But, I mean, to see that, to still out-rebound them by 12 and still have a bad rebounding night, I think that shows just that we just got to work harder. We really have to just go after it and come up with those rebounds, always.
If you guys could do me a favor and just introduce yourselves, let them know who you are and what your media affiliation is. Thank you.
Arya Schwartz, Winsider. How's it going? Can you talk to me a little bit about getting over the hump of that last game? I mean, it's got to be some sort of a hangover. How do you get refocused for this game?
I don't know. I can only speak for myself, but I think you can't get too high with your highs and you can't get too low with your lows. And I think that's the biggest thing. We had 24 hours to kind of, ooh, yay, oh my God, retweet and favorite, all that good stuff. But we knew that the Mystics was going to be a challenge for us, so we had to just turn the page and focus on them. So for me, it wasn't that hard to get over it.
Ditto. Erica Ayala, High Post Hoops. I was wondering for you, Kayla, if you could talk a little bit about Kelsey Plum coming off the bench. She seemed pretty fired up in this game one, and what do you think she was able to do as far as integrating some energy on both sides of the court?
Plum, she's continuing to work on her defensive energy, and I think that kind of translates into her offensive confidence. But she's just a worker, and we know that, and I think she loves a big moment. We all know what she did in college, and she's continuing to work on her game, and she lives for moments like this, and she brings the energy. It's just kind of who she is. It's who she's become in this league, and that's who we expect her to be.
Clinton Yates, ESPN. When the fourth quarter, lead the deficit, you guys pulled back to about 2. What were you guys thinking in terms of what you were doing well to get them out of their space? Because they blow a lot of teams out in this building, and that was not happening then.
Got you.
What were we thinking?
I mean, I think our defense was a presence at that moment. We got a couple shot clock violations. We made them take a couple tough shots. We were able to make some plays on the offensive end, but, playing the number one team in their building, they're going to keep coming at you and keep coming at you. And I think we were right there. We were where we wanted to be, but it was the little mistakes that we had in the offensive rebounds. I think we gave up 10 offensive rebounds for 22 points. You take half of those away, we're not even worried about this last play or, the last 4 minutes. So it's things like that translate. It's the value of 2 points that Coach continues to talk about, the possessions that led up to that moment of us having to claw back in somebody else's building that we just couldn't capitalize on.
Yeah, and to go off that, it's the turnovers as well. Third quarter, we really came out and turned the ball over when we shouldn't have. And, the Mystics is a team that's good at third quarter. They win the third quarter. So, like K-Max said, it's a lot of the in the middle of the game, not just the fourth quarter, but leading up to that we got to really lock down on.
Amber Dodd, hoopfeed.com. Hello. If I could get a comment from both of you, Coach said whether it been the three-guard offense or the big offense that he was able to, the Washington Mystics were able to throw at you, you guys were able to keep your composure. Can you kind of talk about how that went tonight for you guys?
I think when they go small, we can go small. When they go big, we can go big as well. So I think we match up pretty well with them, and that's just my comment on that. I think we just got to continue to see when they go into those lineups and do the same for us.
We pride ourselves on being able to attack no matter what the adversity is. We know they can play a big lineup with Meeseman and Deladon, and we have Dearica Hamby, 6th Woman of the Year. So we pride ourselves on who we are. I think that's who we've been all year long. We know who we are. We're confident in that, and whatever they want to throw us, we got something for them.
Matt Ellentuck, SB Nation. Asia or Kayla, I'm not sure who had a view or if you've seen a replay of the final play, but what was your takeaway from the non-foul call for Kelsey Plum on the last shot?
I think it really just kind of started not even with the non-foul call. I think it just comes with the calling the timeout, us being aware in that situation. I didn't have a view of it at all, so I really don't have a comment on it. But I mean, I think it really just comes to, it wasn't just that. It was the plays and the turnovers that we had and the rebounds that we missed, all adding up to that. So we can't really fault ourselves or the refs or anybody. It really comes with us and from within leading up to that point.
Yeah, it's just a play. I think Plum tried to make a play. Deladon made a play. With 1 second left on the clock, it can go either way. But like A said, it's about the possessions before that even led to that moment. If we take care and clean up some things, we're not even in that position.
Jackie Powell, High Post Hoops. Coach Lambier talked about the charter flight that you all took to DC.
Private.
It was lit.
Yes.
There's a difference.
So that's what I'm asking. I wanted to know how that affected you guys in your play tonight.
Man, I slept so good on that flight. God,
Like a baby.
What? So it gave us time to kind of like refresh ourselves. Still trying to get to Washington. I think that was something that's always good. I mean, I did recovery on the plane. I had ice on my foot. I allowed myself to just stretch out, and I think that it paid off. And we were well rested. We got into the gym, got some shots up. So, hey, the PJ was nice to us.
We'll take it anytime. For sure.
Thank you.
Oh, that's it? Go. You're good. Go ahead. You can go ahead.
Okay. Tykera Carter, DMVSports1.com. So Liz Cambage, she had her lapses throughout the game. As teammates and someone who knows that she can kind of get in her own head, how do you guys kind of help her stay confident in her play and keeping her aggressive out there? I know she kind of has to do that on her own, but what part do you guys play in that?
Just continue to talk to her. Know that we have her back. I think Liz is still used to being the Liz that kind of had to do it all for her own. And I think she doesn't understand or aware at sometimes because she's so focused in on the game that we're around her. We got her. She's good. And that's what we just got to keep relaying that message to her. And that goes for anybody that gets inside their head. We're always there and saying, you know, we got your back. You're not in this alone.
For sure. And then just stepping up and making plays as individuals, too, because sometimes I think she puts a little bit too much pressure on herself. So, you know, we're great players as well. And I think when we're able to make plays like that, it kind of takes the pressure off her and she can just kind of play her game.
Yeah.
Thanks.